Hey everyone, welcome back to Brian's Mysteries and Adventures on Trail. I hope everyone's holiday season is off to a great start. Today we are going to be discussing the disappearance of Jeffrey Stambaugh, who went missing a little over a year ago, September of 2022. Please stick around to the end, especially for new subscribers, anybody that's interested in more information on the channel, Christmas cards, giveaway, other things. I will talk about that at the end. So today's case takes us to Prescott, Arizona, more specifically the Granite Basin Recreation Area. He was from Tucson, Arizona, so he made his way up to the park. He had made a reservation for September 27th through September 29th of 2022. Here is a look at Jeffrey, 63-year-old man, was in very good shape. He was actually from the East Coast. He had been living in this area of Arizona for roughly 30 years, though. He loved the outdoors, hiking, the wilderness. This is what drew him to Arizona. During this trip, he was staying at the Yavapai Campground, which is located within the Granite Basin area. These are all pictures from the campground in and around the area. If any of you are going to ask, this is a view of the campground, the terrain, and everything around it. As you can see, the sites are fairly close to each other. It is also located on a body of water, which is pictured here. It's a very beautiful area. People love this particular campground just because there's so many trails. For the more experienced hikers, this is where they like to come because this area of the basin is very difficult. It's very mountainous. It's very rugged. The brush is very thick. Jeffrey had been communicating with several of his friends via text. In fact, he even invited one to meet up with him. However, his phone had died. So on Friday at around 10:30 a.m., September 30th of 2022, he had brought his cell phone up to the camp host where he left it with him so that it could be charged. That was the last time Jeffrey was seen. The friend that Jeffrey had been texting became concerned after several texts and calls went unanswered. They eventually reported Jeffrey missing to the Yavapai County Sheriff's Office. At first they thought that he had just gone on a hike and was running late. However, he had not shown up by the next day, so on that Saturday, September 30th of 2022, was when the search really got amped up. They brought in search teams from all over. Even the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office sent in a remotely operated vehicle controller into one of the nearby lakes to search. Here is one of the original missing posters that they created. The initial search had over 300 volunteers just from the local area. That's not including the search and rescue personnel. These are some more pictures of the rugged locations that they were searching through. Very boulderous, very difficult to traverse the terrain. So on foot, the ground efforts was a slow approach because they didn't want to risk the lives of any of the volunteers or search and rescue personnel. They did have a little hope when they found his Subaru parked at the Metate Trailhead. Unfortunately, aside finding the vehicle, there were no other clues surrounding it, no footprints, nothing within this vehicle that would give them any idea to his whereabouts. According to his friends and family, Jeffrey didn't have any medical conditions. The only thing that they knew that he did have an ankle injury, however it had healed, but they were concerned that during this last hike he might have re-injured it and might have been stuck somewhere. Here are some more pictures of the actual search and rescue. These pictures are all from the Yavapai County Sheriff's Office. They even said that this area is very difficult. It can be very hard to even just hike 1 mile. Here is another picture of many of the search and rescue personnel that's showed up from various areas. They eventually brought in helicopters. They brought in 4-wheel drive vehicles. They brought in ATVs. They brought in all kinds of canine units. Here's a picture of one of the actual search dog out on one of their searches. This is a picture of some of the search members trying to make their way up through the rugged terrain. You can see how thick the brush is. At one point, they had to put a notice out that only people that were highly experienced, had certain training, could come out for the search because it was just such a rugged and dangerous area. They were making more posters. Here's another poster for Jeffrey that they posted all around town and on various trees. Here is another picture of one of the searchers. You can see how thick and just dense the brush would be, and trying to hike even a mile would take you some time. Despite this, the family and friends and all the agencies kept getting more and more people to come out and help with the search. They were able to get highly equipped drones and drone teams to come out. Even with all of this, though, it was just shocking to the family, even the authorities, that nothing was found. Not an article of clothing, no footprints, just no trace of him at all. Where he was staying, there were other campers camped nearby, and they had reported seeing him at times during his stay, but nothing of that specific day. There are lots of animals. The Parks and Recreation Service said that there were 2 black bears in the area. They discovered this because they had found some small animals that had been killed by the black bears, but nothing that showed that the black bears had anything to do with Jeffrey's disappearance. The official search went on for over 3 weeks, but unfortunately it had to be scaled down due to resources, also the coming snow. The family has been absolutely in their amazing attempts to continue the search. In fact, just a few weeks ago here in December, they sent out another group of roughly 15 highly experienced hikers to search in and around the areas that had been searched, but maybe not thoroughly enough. Unfortunately, even with all of this, Jeffrey still remains missing to this day. Jeffrey is a white male. He's in his mid-60s. He's roughly 5'9" and 180 pounds. These are some more pictures of the more recent searches that the family has done, as well as other volunteers. I'm going to have various information in the description if you have any information regarding this case. If you would like to remain anonymous with any information, I'll have a tip line for that as well. The family has also set up a GoFundMe page as well as a Facebook group page. I'll have all that information in the description as well. If you happen to live in and around the area and were camping or hiking in and around the time that Jeffrey was, again, this was late September of last year. Here's another picture of Jeffrey Gordon Stambaugh. To give people a general idea, if they're familiar with Phoenix, the Prescott area is roughly 100 miles north of Phoenix. I'd like to dedicate this video to Jeffrey, his friends, his family, his sister, all of his relatives that have worked so hard in trying to bring him home, the Yavapai County Sheriff's Office, all the other SAR groups. I just hope and pray that he is found soon. I want to thank you all for watching. As always, like I said, if you have any information, I'll have all that in the description, so please contact the proper authorities if you do. Special thank you to co.ag for providing the background music. Hopefully you are all having a wonderful holiday season, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Take care. Hey everyone, thanks for sticking with me to the end. A few things I just wanted to say. I wanted to say thank you for all my subscribers, all my new subscribers. For those of you that may be new to the channel, I just want to let you know that I make all my videos from my cell phone, so I know that some of the quality isn't up to the same par that some channels that are using AI and things like that, but I am always constantly working to improve on my channel. But I do a lot of research prior to doing these cases. That research can always be found in an extended bibliography in the description. If you have questions or want to be entered into the next coin giveaway, all you need to do is leave me a comment saying you'd like to be entered into the giveaway, along with maybe a case suggestion or feedback on this video or on another video. I have started working on the merch calendars for next year, so I really appreciate all the pictures that you guys submitted. And if you still have more, please send them my way, because The outfit or website that I was using closed after roughly 15 years. If any of you have any suggestions on a website that you've used in the past or could suggest, that would be great. Also, in another video towards the end of the year, I'll be giving out the fiscal statement, what the channel made, the donations, what everything went to. Regarding the Christmas cards, most of them have gone out. I tried to fix all the ones, especially ones going abroad, but I think they've all gone out successfully. If you haven't received yours, please send me an email with the correct address and I'll be glad to get it out to you. If you haven't subscribed already, I'd appreciate it if you consider subscribing. It's free and I'll always work on any case you suggest. If you would like to make a donation to the channel, anything helps. It all goes such a long way. Wishing you all the best of holiday season, and I'll see you soon.